Hello guys, New Apple Times here, welcome to a new video, and today I'm gonna try to help you decide if it's worth upgrading to an Apple Watch Series 8 if you have an Apple Watch Series 6. Okay, so the Apple Watch Series 6 was announced back in 2020 and it featured a few new updates from the Series 5, with the biggest one being the blood oxygen sensor. On the following year, which is last year, the Apple Watch Series 7 was released and it had a couple new features, but they weren't quite enough to upgrade from the Series 6. Now fast forward to this year and of course the Apple Watch Series 8 was announced and it has a few new features which, if you start stacking them up, they actually start to make sense to consider upgrading from a previous model. So in this video we'll go through all the different features that were added with each Apple Watch, and then in the end I'll try to help you think or decide if it's worth for you upgrading to an Apple Watch Series 8. With the Apple Watch Series 7 there were a few new features, to be fair. Firstly, the first redesign since the Apple Watch Series 4, it now has smaller bezels and the case sizes are 1mm larger. It also enabled fast charging, but only with the included cable, and a brighter always-on display. And lastly, it added certification for IP6X dust resistance and WR50 water resistance, meaning that it's very waterproof and very dust proof. And now we come into the Series 8, which of course was announced yesterday, and it has three new features basically. So firstly, it's a brand new temperature sensor, which actually has two, one on the bottom and one on the top, for more accurate readings. And what it does is, of course, measure your temperature, but if you're someone who has their period, it will help you predict in which phase of your period you are. Next, it has crash detections, so it has high G-force accelerometers, and it can detect if you have a car crash, which hopefully is a feature no one will ever need to use, but it's good to know it's there. And lastly, and this feature is exclusive for the cellular models, it now supports roaming on cellular, which is actually pretty good, since if you're traveling, you can also have your data plan on your Apple Watch. And yeah, that is basically it. Of course, Apple also announced the Apple Watch Ultra, which is just crazy and has so many new features. It's probably the biggest improvement for the Apple Watch ever, even including the first original Apple Watch, because we kind of knew what we were expecting. But the Apple Watch Ultra is just crazy in every way. So yeah, I'll be making a separate video comparing the Apple Watch Series 8 with the Apple Watch Ultra, so if you don't want to miss that, it's probably here or here, unless it hasn't been uploaded yet, but it will probably be. Okay, so now that we've seen all the features, it's time to discuss. So I've done similar videos to this one with the Apple Watch Series 3, 4, or 5, and in almost all of them, I've recommended upgrading. However, I don't think I'm recommending you upgrade from the Apple Watch Series 6. Now, there's of course exceptions with this, and the first exception is if your battery doesn't get you to the end of the day easily and you're struggling with your battery. Now, I don't think this should happen because I have my Series 4 and it's basically now, 4 years later, that it's starting to show its age. But if you're in that situation and you're considering maybe upgrading to a new Apple Watch, and you find one of the new features that were added either with the Series 7 or Series 8 very useful, then I think you could consider it. If not, if your battery is just holding just fine, I would definitely wait for next year, because I think we will probably see some ports from the Apple Watch Ultra to the Apple Watch Series 9 that will make the feature list even bigger, and it will probably be more worth it for you to upgrade next year. Another possible option, as I said, is that you find one of those new features super useful for your specific use case. So if you really think the always on display isn't enough for you and you desperately need it brighter, or if you spend a lot of time in the road and you're worried about the crash that you may have, or if you travel a lot and find it annoying that you cannot roam with your cellular plan, then you might start considering the Series 8. However, as I said, if you're not dying for any of those features, I would really highly recommend you wait until at least next year. This is gonna be everything from me today. If you have any questions at all, leave them down below in the comments and I will do my best to answer. And also, if you like Apple and want to see more Apple-related videos, you should consider subscribing, because that's exactly what I post every single week. Especially now, it's a very good time because we've had the new releases, the Apple Watch Series 8, the Apple Watch Series Ultra, the new iPhones, the new AirPods Pro, and I'm gonna have most of them in my channel. So again, if you don't want to miss either of those, subscribe. Also, as I said, I'm getting the Apple Watch Series 8 and probably the Apple Watch Ultra, so if there's any specific video you would like me to do with those devices, just let me know in the comments and I will do them. Also, don't forget to thumbs up if you found this video helpful and share it with other people you think might find it helpful. And yeah, thank you very much for watching and see you in the next one. Bye.